is up, YouTube? Super Chally here, back after a super long absence. Apologize. Work, life, travel caught up with me. But I wanted to make a brand new video for you guys. Sorry, my voice, so, you know, it's getting colder out. A little frog in my throat, you know how it goes. I want to make a short video for you guys today, just talking about, you know, the Hellcat in general. Still doing good, still doing well, still daily driving the thing, loving it. But with the new models coming out, you got the Scat Pack, totally redone front end. Pretty much looks like the Hellcat wide body now, but you get it in the Scat Pack with the 6.4 liter engine. You got the just regular new Hellcat coming out, and you have the Hellcat Redeye coming out. Well, they're already out pretty much, but people are going to start buying these things. And one of the issues I ran into when I bought mine was, how do I convince, you know, my wife or anybody else that this car is a family car and it's not just a 700 horsepower monster that shouldn't be driven at all, right? So we're gonna get into that here in a little bit. I just got home from work not too long ago. As you can see, the car is parked out here. Still doing really well. It's dirty right now, really bad. So I'm gonna wash it real quick. Don't worry, I'm not gonna show you guys the full wash, just a real quick thing, and then we'll get into the full on how to make sure you can use this car as a family car, because I daily drive this thing and there's 5 of us. So real quick for all you guys that haven't heard it yet. I wouldn't know why you wouldn't want to buy one just from that. So I'm gonna pull it around here, spray it off real quick, and then we'll get into how you can make this car a family car. Alright guys, so the Hellcat looks brand new. So the first thing I want to get into is when you're trying to decide if, you know, any Challenger, whether it be you're going for Dodge Demon with the back seats, you know, Hellcat Redeye, Hellcat regular, if that's what you want to call it, or Scat Pack, or if you're just in the market for just getting a V6, how can I fit my family in this muscle car? So first things first, you know, we're going off of, you know, how can I fit a family and still have this badass car to drive around every day? Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start with, we're thinking about the kids first, all right? So you gotta think about the kids first in this one, especially if you're trying to sell this to a significant other, wife, you're just thinking about having kids or already have kids, you gotta think about how these guys are gonna fit in the back of this car, all right? So the key to that is make sure you pick the right car seat. Now, in this car, I had like an infant type sitting on a stand car seat that clips in. That was okay, but I lost a lot of seat leg room up front. Now, I wish I would have known about this car seat I just recently bought, because this one gives you the leg room and it's good for infants all the way up to when you need a booster seat. It's like a 5-in-1. So let me get over here in the shade real quick. I'm gonna get in the back and show you guys what this thing's all about. Alright guys, so I'm sitting in the back of the Challenger right now. So I am 6 foot, almost 6'1", and I'm back here pretty comfortable, even with the driver's seat back far enough. I could move up a little bit more if I wanted the back seat passenger to be more comfortable, but I'm pretty good right here. As you can see, I have got a car seat right here in the passenger side. That's probably the best spot if you're going to be the driver and you're taller. but you don't lose too much leg room with this car seat in particular up front. As you can see, you know, there's plenty of leg room, almost as much as there is in the driver's seat, right? I could probably put it back a little bit more if I wanted to, but or straighten the seat up, you know, to get a little more. But I sat in earlier, which I'll show you here in a second, and it doesn't do too bad. So this car seat in particular is the Crego Extend to Fit model. I bought it for like $189, and of course with car seats, everybody knows this can be super expensive, so that's not too bad. My daughter, she's about 40 pounds, and she fits perfectly back here, nothing too much. I could, you know, recline it a little bit more if I wanted to. There's a little different levels, so right now she's still on the third. It could go back a little bit farther for rear facing, but like I said, fits really well back here. And we have 3 children, so our middle child can sit right here fine, he's 9, and then my older son, you know, right where I'm sitting, so not too bad. And sometimes he swaps out with the wife up front, so I mean, you know, you can do either or. So we can fit 5 people in here comfortably. All right, so anybody thinking you can't have kids and have one of these cars, I daily drive this thing every day. You know, I'm the one that drops the kids off. So car seat in the Hellcat, people look at me like I'm pretty crazy, but you know, it's not like I'm doing donuts to the daycare. So just keep that in mind. You guys can fit kids back here, and I mean, seat belts all around, you know, and the red, so that's cool. So easy access to the child locks and everything like that. Got the nice little mirror so I can see what she's doing back here, just acting crazy. So yeah, let me show you guys up front. Let me show you guys the leg room, and we'll move on. All right, guys. So like I said, I am about almost 6'1", and I'm extended out right now. As you guys can see, my legs are all the way in. I'm not up in the dashboard. I'm back here chilling. You know, I can ride this thing pretty comfortably. Armrest, good to go. We're not hogging too much over here. Everything looks pretty square. I'll show you guys from the outside. So a lot of leg room for me in here, and like I said, I still got the car seat back there, and well, you know, there's proof right there. I drive this thing on the daily. I got stuffed animals back here, so so it is roomy. You guys can do it. Next thing is I've taken it on a road trip with all the family. So it's funny that I'm making this video pretty much because I was told when I bought this car is not a family car. You know, why did I do it? So piled everybody in. We drove about 360 miles in it. And we didn't have that car seat at the time, so everybody was a little bit less comfortable than they are now. But like I said, we're fine now. Everything's good to go. We can all fit. You know, it's got plenty of chargers for all the kids' iPads, everything like that. So you guys should have no problems. All right, next we're gonna go to how this thing performs on a daily driver type situation. Real quick, pro tip: you guys do have a car seat in this thing, and you get the Laguna leather seats. Make sure you put one of these towels down, or else you're gonna be sorry, man. I had crumbs galore back here, so that's one downside, but you know, it'll vacuum out, no big deal. All right, so next thing is gonna come up for you guys that want to buy this car is, it's a 700 horsepower monster that just chugs gasoline. Well, that is true, but that is only true if you are driving this car like a race car. If you're flooring every red light, you know, trying to see how fast you can do 0 to 60s. So long story short, I drove this car, it's at about 360 miles. It does have a eco mode, which I am in right now. I'll show you guys. There's your eco mode, 500 horsepower. Transmission is in eco, so it just shifts at less RPMs and everything like that. Okay, so I drove this thing in eco mode about 360 miles. We got an average of 25 miles to gallon in this thing. And so that was from San Diego to Las Vegas. And I got to Las Vegas in 1 tank of gas in this car. I mean, I was cruising, you know, wasn't trying to race anybody in the highway, anything like that. And we ended up making out. I got there in 1 tank of gas, still had a little bit to spare, you know, to drive around and get some more gas that day. But you know, it was a good time. We didn't have to stop every 5 minutes like everybody thinks you might have to. And it was good to go. And also everybody thinks, you know, this car might be dangerous because of how fast it is. So like I said, there's different settings. So you got your track, sport, and custom modes. And if you buy a SRT or a Scat Pack, they're gonna have similar modes to that. If you're scared of it, just keep it in the chill mode, right? It's not gonna be like, you know, it's not like you have to put it in track mode every 5 seconds and drive this thing. It is pretty chill if you, you know, just drive it like a normal car. It doesn't function any different. So I mean, yes, For example, the Hellcat Redeye, 797 horsepower. Cool. It's only gonna have 797 horsepower if you floor it, right? Just keep your traction control on, keep it safe. So I mean, everybody thinks these cars are out to kill everybody. They're really not. I feel actually safer in this car because it is a bigger car. You know, Challengers are about 4,440 pounds depending on what options you have with them. This one's about, I think it's like 4,200 pounds with, I don't have the sunroof as you can see. But yeah, I mean, these cars are very docile if, you know, you treat them as such. Alright guys, so next up, if you're buying, you know, a Challenger, you're probably into some type of, you know, auto club, drag racing, just cars in general. It's a car people car, right? Especially like a higher end model, you know, SRT, the Hellcat Demon, or the Scat Pack, right? So for me, it was buying, I wanted to buy the Hellcat because I had a Pro Charged RT, and I just got to the point where I was just tired of spending money on it, tired of building it, and it was never gonna be worth what I put into it with money wise. Yeah, it was fun, yeah, it was mine, yeah, it was unique, but I was never gonna get out of it what I put into it and what I wanted out of it. Like, it was always gonna have about, you know, 500 horsepower. You know, it was a manual car, so it wasn't gonna be that great of the drag strip. Here we go, driver mud. Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, you gotta put tires on it, you know, it's just more money to spend. So I wanted to find something that I wouldn't have to, you know, keep dropping money into, so I wanted to buy the Hellcat, you know. And like I said, guys, do your research before you buy one of these. You know, you can, whether it be the Challenger, you know, just a regular Challenger, and maybe you're, you know, everybody's budget is different. Do your research. Make sure you can afford what you're about to get into. I mean, I waited about a year before I bought one of these, and I bought one of these used. For everybody that doesn't know, I bought it with about 7,000 miles on it. So I waited till I found the right price. Sorry, can't talk. So they had this one listed for $49,000, and this is a Hellcat, 7,000 miles on it. Nothing wrong with the car at all. So I went and got it. So whether you're into getting a, you know, say we'll get a Scat Pack. Say your budget is not there for a new one, right? You're gonna have more ammunition when you go to justify why you want to buy one of these, and if you buy it used. You might be able to tell, you know, say for example, your wife that's really not into spending that much money on a car right now for something she doesn't think is practical, you know, go for a used one. A lot of times you can find a certified used one and it's just as good, and it'll be cheaper. So use all the tools you guys have to be able to get what you want, because like I said, man, I didn't think I was ever gonna have one of these, and you know, I went for it. Another thing you can do is go to the dealership, right? Everybody's gonna go to the dealership, or wherever they buy it from, you buy it private. Don't necessarily bring your wife with you, and if the dealership, usually the dealership will, but if the private owner, you may or may not, who knows, that's why I go to the dealership, because they'll let you do this kind of stuff. Ask them if you can take the car home, take it on a test drive, drive it home, and show your wife, right? You know, not everybody wants to get up and go to the dealership and, you know, deal with that crap all day. So go there, maybe if you get off early one day, grab the car, take it home, say, what do you think, right? You know, surprise her, let her know you're thinking about it, let her know you're thinking about her before you buy it. You know, don't just go over there and just buy something and then you're stuck, and then, you know, your wife's gonna be super pissed off at you, or, you know, whoever it is, you know, whoever you're trying to convince might be mad at you. So yeah, just, you know, just try it out and just have all your research done before you jump into it, right? So let me see, these things are very comfortable. I'm chilling right now. I mean, it's got heated and cooled seats. I love it. Daily drive this thing every day. I go get groceries. I'm the grocery getter too. I get the groceries in this car. It's a blast. And I mean, yes, I do have my fun with it. You know, I take it to the drag strip often, and you know, it's just a good time. And I can take it there, you know, pretty much beat 90% of the people that are at the drag strip. I can drive it home and park it in the garage. It's awesome. So I just want you guys to remember, like, you know, it's just because you have a family doesn't mean you can't get the car you want. These things are designed to fit 5 people, 4 very comfortably if you just have a 4-person family. But you can make it work. You know, don't let little tiny issues like that discourage you. If you want to get something like this, make it happen. Whether it be, like I said, the base model or all the way up to the Demon. You know, do what you want to do. All right, guys. I really hope that video helped you guys out. If you're trying to get a car, you know, any type of muscle car, really. I mean, I use a Challenger for an example, but I really hope it helped you guys out. just going from my experience with these things, and you know, just be happy, you guys. Get the car you love, and just have a blast with this kind of stuff, man. So if you guys like the video, please subscribe, give me comments, tell me what you guys think, tell me if this worked out, or if it didn't, tell me the funny stuff too. All right, see you guys next time. Peace.